Hey everybody, welcome to Earth Revolution. We are the home of the green scene here in Nashville, Tennessee. And with me tonight are two very excellent guests talking about Bell's Bend. This is Sumter Camp. Hey,
Hi,
Sumter.
Susan.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hey, Eric Wooldridge.
Hi, Susan.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I invited these two gentlemen on to talk a little bit about Bell's Bend and the issue going on with the May family and the proposed Maytown Center development, which has now been through just a recent hearing last week and also one last year that I had Eric's mom, who is also a community member out there, Kathleen Wolf, come on to talk a little bit about why the community members, by and large, a vast majority, about 75–80%, do not support the Maytown Center proposal and what some of the reasons for that are. And so I would like to just start with you, Sumter, and just tell me a little bit about the community, where you stand on this issue and what some of your concerns are.
The community is defined by the sub-area plan and the process that the Mays came into when they bought the property, and that community is defined by essentially the Beeman Park on the north. Now, a lot of people don't know where we are. We're in the northwest part of Davidson County. It's very undeveloped and still pretty rural and agricultural. And the area we're talking about is bound by the Beeman Park on the north and a corridor that runs down through Bell's Bend to the Bell's Bend Park in the south of that.
Which is directly on the Cumberland.
Directly on the Cumberland River.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. And the May family is proposing to build a very large, very dense, twice as dense as downtown Nashville, development on 500 acres of land at the southeast end of the bend. And of the residents in the corridor, about 90% oppose this as being contrary to our sub-area plan and the detailed design plan that we just worked through with the planning staff.
Right. Okay, so, and the community has really come together on this issue.
Absolutely.
To oppose this, and I saw that at the last hearing. I saw it a year ago at that hearing, just numbers and numbers of people coming out and citing different reasons for their concerns, and there's so many. One of the things that you guys did, and I know Kathleen explained this really well, when she came on the show, she said, you know, we fought off a landfill that was proposed out at what is now Bell's Bend Park many years ago. And they were successful in doing that because the community came together like they are now. And we decided that rather than just fighting these developments, which are going to just keep coming at us, you know, and we know inevitably they're just going to keep coming our way, that we have to be proactive and create a third vision, an alternate vision, if you will, to this massive development. And so that is what's on the website. That's what you guys are actually implementing, you know, bringing to life right now. And Eric, I know you've been involved with a really important aspect of that, which is the gardens, the community farms. Right. I should say, not really gardens. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, basically, through the third vision, one of our projects is the Bell's Bend Neighborhood Farms. And this is 3 farms so far. Hopefully we'll have more in the future. That have come together to grow sustainably grown food, organic food, which will supply our local community as well as Nashvillians. We have a CSA, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture, where basically individuals and families buy a share in the upcoming crop for the season, and then each week they receive a basket of fresh produce and fruits and vegetables and whatever else we're producing. So it's a very exciting project, and we've had lots of volunteers and interns coming out, people my age and older and younger who are interested in learning where their food comes from and also supporting their local economy and promoting food security in Nashville.
Right.
So.
Well, that's great. And so it's not just people that live in the Bend necessarily. It's people from Nashville, people from other areas that are coming to be part of this. Yes. Because they support what you're doing. Right. Yeah. Tell me, Sumter, what were some of the points that you made to the Planning Commission at the meeting the other day?
Our local concern is that this is the total antithesis of our sub-area plan. And so when neighborhoods get to define what they are, that process is going to become meaningless if something like this is allowed to happen. It takes the control totally away from the neighborhoods to decide their own fate. Secondly, there are big concerns about whether or not this project can be profitable or whether it's going to be a tax drag on all of Nashville. The project that it was most like, and the Community Resource Council in Chattanooga did a study of this, and the thing they found it most like was, the old project out off 8th Avenue, the Metro Center, which was going to be a mix of residential, corporate campus, retail, and we all know how well that worked out. Yeah. The residential never really got happening, and that supposedly generates about 40% of the revenue from this plan. So, we have our malls going under. The Bellevue Mall is struggling. Hickory Hollow Mall is struggling. The Harding Mall, for those who remember it, is now a Walmart parking lot. So we have concerns about that. The traffic is going to have a huge impact on West Nashville, and we don't feel that that's been adequately discussed or particularly out in the neighborhoods, and that's also part of the cost, having to pay for the second bridge. At least $135 million for a bridge. Yeah. And that cost will be borne by, again, all of Nashville. And so.
Yeah, so, and some would say that that's inevitable, the building of the second bridge, that one bridge really can't handle that kind of traffic. And I'm just going to add that for me, one of the big issues is I want to preserve that rural land close to my city. I love it. I go there. I enjoy the parks, beautiful parks, Bells Bend and Beeman. And there's a lot on the website that we're not going to have time to talk about, but recreational, you were talking about bike lanes, all kinds of wonderful opportunities for people who like to get outdoors.
As Jeannie Nelson at the Land Trust says, as a community, we have to plan for conservation the same way we plan for development.
Right, absolutely.
If you don't say, we're going to set this aside, it won't happen. It'll be gone before you know it.
And it'll be gone forever. Okay, and on that note, folks, I've been sitting here talking to Sumter Camp and Eric Wooldridge from the Bells Bend community. If you want to find out, thanks guys for being on the show. And if you want to find out more about the Third Vision, go to their website, and they have links to a lot of the articles and things describing what some of these issues are. As a Nashvilleian, you need to know. You owe it to yourself to find out. So, bellsbend.org. In the meanwhile, I'm your host, Susan Shann, for the show Earth Revolution. Thank you for being with us. Peace, love, and recycling. We will see you again next time.